Okay, in this video, I'm going to walk you through drafting the Culotte foundation number 1 for the pant. Of course, you guys can choose any of the pant instructions from the book, but I figure I'll just do the Culotte. It seemed kind of fun. Before we get started, we do need some measurements. They want us to locate the crotch depth. They actually also want us to mark the hip measurements. They'll talk about that a little bit later. I noticed they wanted us to, where is it? They wanted us to get the front hip, and then later they also wanted us to get the back hip. I mean, it's pretty easy to get the full hip measurement, but I was finding a little bit of trouble trying to get exactly the front and the back, assuming they're not exactly the same number. So we'll play with that, and I would love your guys' feedback if you guys have better ideas on how to get that. Also in this chapter, it does review some of the terminology, so make sure you guys read all of this before starting so you understand what the front rise is, you know, where the thigh is, hip, waist, crotch depth, crotch level, all those good things. Okay, so they want us to get our crotch depth. So basically, it's going to be a straight line from the waist, and I always identify the waist as where you go in the most, okay? Wherever you're the smallest. They want that straight down to the crotch area. So that will be the depth. Now they have the number 24 because if you guys remember, I believe it's chapter 2, they actually have standard measurement chart available of all these various sizes up here. Whoops, I'm trying to highlight them. And then this whole chapter has illustrations of how to measure everything. So when I look at number 24, the crotch depth, it looks like after I measure it, it should be around 9 to 11 inches. Now this is, I feel like, such an old school measurement chart. So you might even have 12 to 13 inches, to be honest with you, depending on what avatar you're using. But if you have like 48 inches, something's wrong. So just kind of checking that out. Okay. So we need to get that measurement as well. So let's go ahead and try to figure this out. I'm going to full screen it real quick. So I have access to my tools. They're always hiding down here. So here we go. Under the measurement, there's lots of different choices. And it's tricky because like it's neat how it does circumference. It goes around. This one also goes around, but it doesn't just let you click and click like part of the circle. You have to get the entire circumference. So these two are no use to us. Maybe the basic tape would work, but not really because it has to stick on her body. And we wanted like a straight line, not necessarily her curves. Same with this one. So linear measure is really, I think, what we're going to have to do for that one. So I'm going to click that. And I guess I will click right here one time. And then, oopsies. Or actually, maybe this isn't what I want now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. I'm actually going to change my mind. Dun, 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 dun. Height measure. Let's try that. So this way I can measure from her waist. I'll click there and I'll click one time and it measures it to the floor. And then I can measure to where her crotch is, and then I could subtract the distance. I really wish I paid attention to those measurements. So it looks like the crotch distance is 31. I'm going to say 0.5. And I guess I'll use the edit tool to see if it'll let me select the other one. There we are. And the other one was 41, I guess 0.835. I can pull up my calculator. Okay. Or I could do it in my head, but no. Oh, I said 41, right? Yeah, 41.835 minus 31.5. So we have a crotch depth of about 10 and a third, right? So I'm going to say it's 10.335. We'll just use that number that's there. And that lines up pretty good with, where did it go? With what we have here. So, so that's good, I guess. Okay. Now I want to get the hip measurement. Okay, so her hip measurement. So if we go to avatar editor, and we click the first tab, we should be able to find the hip measurement here. I'm going to do low hip, and it looks like it's going to be the total is 41.75. So, I mean, maybe the front and back, we just divide that by 2, question mark. Or maybe we actually try to measure the front and see what a big difference it is from the back. I'll be honest, I kind of struggle with the measuring tools. I'm a little clumsy with them. So any tips anybody wants to share from their experience, I'm all ears. Okay, so I want to get out of the editor. I'm going to go back to our tools. I was thinking we probably want to do either the basic or the surface tape. So basic's going to be like straight lines across her body. Surface will be like the actual curves. I really think, I know they'll come out with slightly different measurements, but I really think either one would get us to where we need to go to draft this pattern. So maybe I'll try basic. Now, I really want to get on the side. And what's kind of annoying is that the lines of her side disappear, which I hate that. That kind of bugs me. I wish I could see them. So maybe I'll draw some measuring tape of where they are just as a reference point. And then also her arms are in the way too. So I'm going to hit the number 2. And we can move her arms. So let's see here. Show X-ray joints. I'm going to go into this little selection tool up here. I'm going to click on her shoulder joint. And I'm going to see if it'll let me, lift up her arm. Get it out of the way. And let's do the other one as well. That way we just have access to her side without having to deal with her arms. Okay, I don't think I need those anymore. Okay, so now you can see obviously the sleeves aren't fitting, but you know, we are doing pants and we don't really even need the sleeves. I mean, I could always reset my 3D, but in this case, we're just gonna do a sleeveless top. Okay. So let's say, like when I click this guy, this is her side seam, and I really want to keep that. I want to see that. That's going to help me figure out where her hips are. So let's see. What if I move you? No. So hard. It's right here. Maybe I will, just to mark it, do some basic tape. It kind of went away. It's so annoying. And then you click once to start, and then you do a click to finish, a double click. Okay, I'm going to go back to the editor. Okay, I'm pretty good on her side, so that's good. I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. Again, I'm so clumsy. This is probably not the best way to do this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm kind of eyeballing where it is. I'm going to click the basic tape measure. Oh, look, actually you can see an indentation. Do you guys see that? That's kind of what I want to mark. Click, click. It comes and goes for me. I don't always see it. Okay, so now I'm ready to switch to, I guess the same tool. And okay, I'm going to do her low hips. So I'm going to click here one time to start, and I'm going to go around her. And I'm just going to click periodically. I might even actually hold down Command. I was having luck holding Command. I'm on a Mac. So, oh gosh, it's being wild. Click. Click. I did do this earlier, which is why you see some lines. Okay, holding shift. Click. Click. And then I can see my little side seam tool. Click, click. Okay, so it looks like the measurement is 22.120. And again, the total measurement was 41.75, right? So that's more than half. That's weird. So what happens if I measure the back? Okay, I'm going to do a click, hold down Command, click, click, and then I see her side seam. Click, click. Okay, we have a 19. Interesting. I would have thought the back would have been bigger than the front. 19.622. I don't know. Interesting. So hopefully my side seams are in the right spot. I'm not sure, but I guess this is good enough to at least get started. So I'm just going to use these measurements to get going. Okay, so let's get out of here. Okay, we have our measurements, and I'm ready to go. number 2, I guess I'll minimize this so we can get our instructions back up. Culotte. They actually want us to start with the front and back A-line skirt pattern, which is on page 239 of your book. I have it somewhere over here. Maybe right here? Yes, there it is. So really what they're doing, they're just taking our basic skirt, they're drawing a slash line up to the outer dart, and they're closing that dart. And then that obviously adds a little bit of sweep and fullness here. And then they even add a little bit of extra as well. I guess they say half of the A to B space is how much we're supposed to add as well. So that's pretty simple. We can do that. Okay, so here we go. What is the easiest way to slash and spread, to close? I'm trying to think, should I do, maybe we'll do this guy and see what happens. So I will click here to here. Okay, and I really want it to close. There we go. Okay, and then I guess I can measure this. So I'll switch to Z. Click that. Half of that. Call that calculator. 1.783 divided by 2. So they want us to add, basically 1 inch. So let's see here. So why don't we take this point, right click. Maybe we select this segment instead. Change length. We want to add, I'm just going to add 1. Well, how much was I supposed to add? Let's see here. A little bit less than an inch. So, oh gosh. So how about this number plus 6.975 equals, let's just do 7.8. Okay, 7.8. Okay. Okay, so that's good. And then I'm just going to delete this dart. There might be a sewing issue. I'm going to go back to our edit sewing tool, click this guy, delete the sewing. Had to learn the hard way for this guy. Okay, now I'll delete that point. And you know what? It's going to delete this one too. Maybe I convert that to a curve. We can worry about all that stuff later. Okay, so I think that skirt's pretty good to go. Let's do the same over here. So I did use the fullness tool, clicking the bottom of this dart, coming straight down, click, closing it just till the dart closes. Measuring this guy with the Z tool, 1.5. So 3/4. So we would add half of that, which is 3/4. So I'll right click, change length. Oh gosh, we got to do math. 4.644 plus 0.75, which is half of the 1.5 over here, equals 5.394. Okay, 5.394, and it's the arrow's going the correct way. Okay, cool. And then I guess I'll just get rid of this dart, and we'll get rid. Oh, wait, before I do, I'm gonna delete those sew lines. I know they will haunt me later. Okay, click. I don't really need both of those. Oh, just kidding. Right click, convert to curve. Okay. I probably don't need either one. Okay, we could deal with that stuff later. Okay, so at least we have our pants. They are ready for the culotte. We have our measurements. We have our pattern. Let's go. Okay. So they want us to mark, so maybe I will actually work on the half scale. They're doing the front first. Here's my front. I'm going to select this guy, and I'm going to say remove our linked editing. I'll hit the letter Z, and I'm going to delete half of it. Okay. Okay, I don't think I need these right now. Get rid of all that. Okay. A is going to be this corner right here. We can mark that if we want to. Okay. Scooch it over here. And now we need B. So this is our crotch depth plus 3/4. Okay, so we figured it out earlier that our crotch depth was 10.335. Let's write that out. 10.335. They want us to add 3/4 inch or more, they said. So this is just an estimate to give us a little bit extra. We don't want this like tight on our crotch. We want it like a little bit loose. So I'm just going to round this to 11 inches, and that's where I'm going to put B. So I'll hit X to split this line. I'll right click. The yellow line for me should be 11 inches, and I'll say, okay, ooh, that's really low, isn't it? Okay, hopefully this is good. Okay, so I'm going to get the letter B and just type it to have. Okay, let's see here. Then A to X, they want this halfway, so that's super easy. We can grab Z, right click, and just say split it. We don't even have to do the math. We just say uniform split. Okay, we can grab our little tool, type in the letter X. We need that. Okay. Okay, so B to C is 1/2 of our front hip, but we're gonna subtract 3/4 inch and square straight out. So our front hip, we got 22.12. I'm just gonna actually round it to 22. So half of that is 11, and we're gonna subtract 3/4. So I'm gonna bring it out 10 1/4. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the letter Z. I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna right click. I guess add, what is the best way to do this? You know what? They want us to bring C and E out. So I kind of want to see if I can just bring this out. Can I offset this as pattern outline? And I said I'm going to do 10.25, I believe is what I said. Okay, my measurements look really funny. Is that right? It seems so long. Wait, what? This does not seem right. Let me read B to C one more time. B to C is 1/2 of our basic front hip. So our front hip, we got 22 inches. So half of that's 11, and then 10 1/4. Huh. Our scale is looking weird, but oh well. I'm just gonna trust the process. Here I go. I'll say, okay. So that's gonna take care of D to E as well. And then now they want us to draw a diagonal line. They're calling it 1.5 inch. So, okay, so why don't I grab this guy? I'll hit the letter Z. I'm gonna right click, add a perpendicular line. We'll do local. We want it, first of all, 1.5 inch. I'm gonna type in that. And then 90 degrees is not what we want. I think I would say extend. Would I do both? Maybe we'll do both for now. And let's see what degree we need. Let's try, oh my gosh, 45? Yeah, 45 is good. Okay, but again, I did want it 1.5. Cool. Okay, and maybe I only need extend and not, okay. You know what? I need to stop hitting extend. 1.5. Cool, okay. And that's kind of like a little tool for us to make this curve line. So why don't I try using this smooth curve tool, perhaps? So I'm gonna click U and U. Oh, and I actually want it to be, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna use that quite yet. I'm gonna go back to Z. I'm gonna click the pattern, and I'm gonna delete it. Let me try it again. I don't want to delete the whole pattern. Pattern. Delete. Yay. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and try that smooth curve tool. So I'm going to say U and U. You're the one I want to curve. And then I'm going to bring it in. Okay. So it's on that little mark. I don't know. This might be kind of funky, actually. Let's try just the edit curvature C to kind of clean it up. We do want it kind of straight for a little bit. This is like dipping an awful lot. Alrighty, I really don't like how it's like going down. I wish it would be straighter for a little bit, or just, So maybe the 1.5 inches is not really working for us. It might just have to be a little bit more than 1.5 inches. So I don't know, I'm gonna go with this. Okay, there we are. That's the front. So we're essentially kind of doing the same for the back. Let's see here. So D to B, F to G. F to G, they want exactly the same as the front pattern. G to X, they also want that to the same as the front. Should I just copy the front pattern, do you think? Or do you think the back does have significant differences? I don't know. I guess I'll just go through the steps. Why not? Okay, so again, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna remove our editing. I'm gonna hit the letter Z, and I'll just delete half of our pattern. Okay. Great. So F to G, we need to do that. We want that to be the same as D to B. Oh gosh, what was D to B? I think it's this line right here. I guess I will right click, unlock our baselines, grab this guy. He is 7.9. Let's write that down, 7.963. Okay, so we'll hit split this guy, right click. The yellow line, we want 7.963, so it's the same as the front. Okay, and that's our G. Let's see here. G to H is gonna be, wait, am I skip one? Yeah, 1/2 of the back plus 1/3/4. So isn't that interesting? They had to subtract 3/4 from the front and add it. So that's towards the back. Neat. Okay. So 1/2 of our back hip was 19.6. Let's get our calculator here. 19.622 divided by 2 equals plus 0.75. I'm just going to use 10.5. And so I think the easiest way would be to select this whole thing. Offset as pattern. We're going to say 10.5 this time. And we'll say okay. All right, we need to figure out where X is. Did I skip that? F to J. Oh yeah, we're good there. G to X. So G to X equals B to X from the front of the pattern. So let's check out what that is. Oh gosh, we don't know anymore. It's gone. What if we, okay. What if I pick, yes, the baseline. Okay, baseline, right click, extend, extend trim to internal line. No, try that one again. Stem trim add point to internal line. No. Okay, let's just bring it up. Oh yeah, I don't care about that. Delete. Delete that guy too. Can I get this guy up? Extend trim, add point to pattern outline? Yeah. Oh, but it went away. Shoot. Okay, so we know this is 9.63. We might have to come back to that. Okay, so I guess I will extend trim, add point to pattern outline. And then I'm just going to cut this guy so it can come back. Whoopsies. Right click. It was 7.963. Should be, oh dear, 7. There we go. So I'll say okay, and let's see here, Z, it's going all the way up. Oh gosh. So I'll hit X to be like right there. Okay, how's that looking? Z, A. Okay, the magical number that we need is 5.549. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we can X, right click, yellow line should be 5.549. Okay, so that gives us our X measurement, and now we're ready to do G. This time they really want the little mini G 1 3/4 the way, so I guess I'll go ahead and add that. Last time I know we had to go over. Let's see what happens this time. So right click, we'll add a local line. What happens if I make it 45? Can I do negative 45? Do they like that? Okay, let's see here. What's 90 plus 45? Oh, 120, right? 125? Oh my gosh. I'm very nervous about my math right now. Plus 45. Yeah, 135. Haha. Okay. Maybe I do a negative? What's that going to look like? Hey, there we go. That's what we want. I'll say okay, but I want the length 1.75. Okay. So now we're going to try to get the curve from this point, I guess all the way down here, to also hit that. So last time what we did, we deleted that little point. So under pattern, delete. And then I did use this tool, the smooth curve. Click, click this line. And I guess click and drag. It's so curvy. I don't know. Okay, visually, because Okay, that's better. I don't want it to like cut in through. So it's pretty close. I'm just going to go with it. Okay, it says it's ready for a test fit. Yay. So let's see how this is going to go. Okay, so I'm going to enlarge this, sew it up, see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to hit letter A, right click, symmetric pattern with sewing. Go. Same thing here. Right click, symmetric pattern with sewing. Great. Okay. Why don't I select all of these? Oops. And maybe right click, reset our 3D. Cool. Let's do U and U, select them with the letter A, turn on our arrangement points. What do we have? Ooh, no. Okay, I'm going to unpick U. And yeah, that's fine. And then now I will pick U. It's a little low. Sure. Didn't really wrap around her. Is that going to be a problem? Might be a problem. But what if I just go ahead and try my luck? Yeah, it did not like that. Oh, also I need to watch my sewing. Okay, so yeah, I have some stuff to kind of fix up here. Let's see here. I'm going to reset these two. Oops. Okay, I guess you have to do that on this side. I'm not going to do the backs yet. Just get out of my way. Okay, you can just scooch. And you can also just scooch. Okay. Oh, and they might be on kind of crooked. Are they or no? Maybe not. No. Okay. Oh, wow. What is going on with this? Is this a secret hidden dart that I don't know about? I'm just going to say delete. What is this? Oh, I'm having trouble. Okay, you can delete too. Whatever you are, I don't know. Get out of here. Okay. That's great. Who are you sewing to? What is your business here? I think we're going to have to just get rid of you. Okay. Yeah, all of you. No, we have not sewn this together at all. Just get out of here. Okay. Oh, why is our skirt overlapping? So maybe we just totally resew that part. Oh yeah, what is this blue? This must be from a dart. Get rid of that. Okay, that's better. I'm happier with the back. How's the front? We have some weird stuff happening. Getting rid of you. Getting rid of you. Getting rid of you. And you. Okay. I think we're okay right now. Yes. So. Okay. This pattern is going to be sewn to this one. So let's figure that one out. So that means use our segment tool, click, click, and okay, that seemed to work out. And then you are going to be sewn to you, right? And you are going to be sewn to you. Click, 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 click. Okay, I think my sewing's in order. Now I just got to figure out how to place something like this that's kind of complicated on her. So let's see here. Take you, maybe I should rotate it. I really don't know if this is going to do anything at all. Oh gosh, it's going to be hard to get it around her legs. There might be some trick I'm missing out on, isn't there? Maybe I could cut it and really wrap it around her. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. But in the meantime, I might just try to put this back on with arrangement points and then kind of come back and try some other little crafty tricks I have up my sleeve. Let's see here. Let's see if it magically figures it out. Almost. Rip. Okay, got one side ripped. And rip. I don't think this is like the most glamorous way to do it. Okay, we're getting somewhere. There's still kind of drama happening. There we go. I sew everything right? Okay, what I think I want to try now is I'm going to strengthen. So I turned off simulation. I'm going to hold shift. I'm going to click all these pattern pieces. I'm going to right click and we'll say strengthen. Let's see if that does anything. Okay, it's not laying the way I want. I can probably keep playing with it, but maybe I'll try my other trick I was thinking about. So I think I will not strengthen. So let's go ahead and select these things, right click, turn that off. And okay, maybe you, I will reset. And I think what I'm going to do is I will cut them. So I'm going to go ahead and select this little point. There we are. Letter Z, right click. Perpendicular line. Wait, add perpendicular line. I want it on the y-axis, so I'll say perpendicular from X. I'll say, okay. And then I'm going to select it, right click, cut and sew. Okay. Alrighty. So I think this pattern piece is fine. Maybe I even freeze it. And then this guy though, just move him far away. You too. Maybe you, I freeze. And the other guy, I scooch it. Okay. Ooh, that's probably not good. Okay. Maybe I don't even worry about sewing right now. Delete. There we are. Okay. And anyways, so now I'm going to turn on the those arrangement points, and I'll pick this back guy, and let's see if I click it right here. It gets pretty like round, which is good. Gives us more curve. And this guy too. Okay, so I wonder if this will get us closer to where we need to be. Okay, so should I unfreeze those pieces or just see what happens? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna unfreeze them. So I only did it to the back. I didn't do it to the front. Maybe it would be smart to also do it to the front at the same time. Not super sure. I'm just gonna let it kind of fall, see what the heck's gonna happen. You know what? Maybe it would have been smarter to have the sew lines in. I know I took out the sew lines. Now I'm kind of regretting that. So Command Z. Okay, so let's see here. This guy should get sewn to you. Okay, let's see if that works. I think we're in better shape. Oh, did I speak too soon? Okay. Wow. I'm worried my rise is kind of huge. Wow, look at that. You can see it. It's like really protruding out. Not sure if this is the cutest look. I was kind of worried. Like, that's a really big rise. Pretty long. Okay, so what happens if I just go in and now just do some manual fixing? It's kind of eyeballing it. I'm going to hit the letter Z. Like, what would happen if I brought this in? If I right-click, offset, pattern outline. I want to bring it in. What if I brought it in like 2 inches, right? -2. Oh, instead of extend, let's do retract. Should I do more? Maybe I do 3. Okay. And then should I do the same? Should I get rid of 3 on the other side too? Right click, offset pattern outline. We're going to retract 3 inches. Okay, spacebar. Let's get these pants to fit. Why is it swinging still? Is there some weird sew line I'm unfamiliar with? I feel like this should be coming down. Okay. If I pull out the side seam a little bit. Okay, getting somewhere. Ugh. What the heck? Oh my gosh, what's wrong? Oh my gosh, this is kind of funny. Okay, is it just the bad fabric or probably also a bad pattern? Oh gosh. So, okay, I'm gonna click right here. It's like right in here. It's still just like too much. Maybe it's the curve. It's kind of a lot. So let's see here. Let's go zoom in here. Okay. Should I change this curve? I do have these little lines, or is it just probably too much fabric even? So I think I'm just gonna this time hit Z and kind of eyeball it. It's an awful lot. Again, Do I need to play with that curve shape? I can if I need to. I'm just going to spacebar right now, see if that eliminates any of my trouble. I think those culottes were just a little too culotte-y. And it just feels like it's sticking up on her butt a lot. Let's see here. Let's look at some of our fit maps. Okay, it says it's like a little tight maybe. Okay, well, we could play with this curve perhaps. Maybe make it a little bit lower. Maybe have it come out. We did kind of go up pretty high. Just so much fabric. And it's not like draping nice. I mean, it is muslin. Should I try a different fabric? Perhaps. Yeah, 'cause I don't have any cute like little side like A-ing out. I did lose a lot of that. Oh, it's still kind of gross. Okay, I really want to bring that in, and maybe I need to bring it in on this as well. Okay. I'm trying to figure out, is there a weird sewing thing happening that I am unaware of? I think for the most part, it's decent. Okay. Well, I think that's better at least. Now, I lost my flare. It's totally straight. So, maybe to get flare, all I have to do is just take it out or bring it out on the side seam. And probably round off my hem a bit. See if that will add a little bit of extra fullness. Okay, well there you go. There is our culotte pant. I'm excited to see what pants you guys choose to do. If you guys do the culotte also, I can't wait to see how yours turns out, or if you guys choose a different challenge as well. But yeah, it's pant week, so looking forward to what you guys turn in.